Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today in this video I'm going to be taking you into the aviary to do a rather long overdue spring 2025 update. So we're going to go in there and see what's occurring. But before I do that, I need to clean it out.
Now to get started, I'm going to need a bucket of very hot water. And when I say very hot, I mean very hot, as in you can't put your hand under the tap hot. And I'm probably going to change this out 2, maybe 3 times. I'm not putting any chemicals in the water either, just using very hot water. Little tip for you here, use a shower loafer to clean the surfaces. It's got enough abrasion to get the poo off. Just make sure it's not yours and it's someone else's. And also, I always clean the upper surfaces and perches first, that way all the waste water is being soaked up by the rabbit's waste on the floor before I clean that up. And then with the ground level done, after a water change, I move up top and do all of the perches, all of the surfaces, including on top of nest boxes, the lamppost and all of the walls. Then I give it plenty of time to dry out, giving me time to make the girls their Sunday breakfast. Now feeling somewhat fatter, it's time to go back in the aviary and clear the floor. And this is a total clean, meaning everything must go right back down to the bare concrete. Once that's done, I leave it 5-10 minutes just to let any more water dry out. Then I start by refilling the rabbit's toilet tray, which I don't hold back. Plenty of sawdust because they use it very, very often. Then I top up the rabbits with their hay. Once that's done, I can refill the food trays, firstly for the rabbits and then the birds, followed by filling up with fresh water. Again, both the rabbits and the birds. And the final job, which I always forget but not this time, clean the mirror. And that's the aviary done.
I actually do forget to do that mirror many times. I come out here and I admire all my hard work in the aviary. I look at the mirror and then have to go back in. But I remembered it. Right, just going to stick this away. Now we'll take you in there and see what's occurring. Yeah, welcome to the inside of the aviary. It's quite satisfying when you've cleaned the aviary out. If you've got an aviary and you clean it out, then you can admire it and go, yes, it's very clean. The only things that I haven't cleaned out, I haven't actually cleaned out inside the rabbit's indoor area yet, purely for one reason. Now, when I do clear, like you saw, I do a complete clean, like literally take it down to the concrete so nothing's left in here, which means I also take away the zebra finch's nesting material. So all the feathers, I've cleaned all the bars with a wet cloth to get all the feathers out. And the only place that is anything left is inside there where there's a lot of rabbit fur and a few feathers and stuff. So they still have nesting material because they just have nothing but straw and hay. So yeah, leave that and I'll do that probably in about a week's time. Now, nothing really to report over the winter period. I didn't feel any need to make it more winter-proof, so I didn't cover the aviary at all. I rarely cover the aviary anyway, but I didn't feel there was any need to cover the aviary whatsoever. I lost one female zebra finch over the winter period, but this zebra finch actually had a closed ring on it. Now, I don't closed ring my finches, I just split ring them. So that was an original finch that I bought from the pet shop when I first had my aviary on that side of the garden, which was in 2019, which would make that finch about 5-6 years old, so not bad going. So yeah, just the one finch I lost over the winter. So going forward with the birds, talk about the black cheek. Now, I was led to believe that, so I had the male black cheek zebra finch, and I had one hatch out, as you remember if you've watched my previous videos. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go back and watch it. But I had a zebra finch hatch out last year, which I'm confused because now I was led to believe that female black cheeks still have the black cheeks, but they're not as prominent, as dark as the male ones are, and they don't have a black like bar across their chest. This one does, but it doesn't have the flanking colours on its wings to denote it being a male. So if you know what it is, if it is a male that just hasn't got the flanking, or it's a female that's just got, I don't know. So have a look at it here and just tell me what you think in the comments, because I'm not sure. But yes, they're just starting to settle down, start nesting now. So what I'm going to do as well is I need to, I'll mention this in a previous video, so these 3 boxes underneath the mirror here. Now, I think there's only been one clutch raised in these because first thing in the morning in summer, it gets sun, like a lot of sun. So it's like a letterbox of like sunlight on here for quite some time. So I think I'm going to move them to a more shaded area. Not yet though, because I've lent my drill out and all my batteries, so I can't even, I'm not doing it with a screwdriver because that's just, I'm being lazy. So yeah, so the one box that survived the whole of the winter was this box up here, and that has had the first clutch of budgies, which 2 of them are out. So if you look down there, you can see there's a Lutino one that's out. Now that came out yesterday, so it's not even bothered trying to fly yet. And I think if we go up here, where are you? Oh look, there on the lamppost. There's another one. Now if we go back up to the box, I don't know if you'll be able to see if I stick it up there. Nope, I'll have to go in the top. There are 2 more in here. There you are, guys. So there's 2 more in there. I'm not sure, I can't see. You can see better than I can, but I think there's another Lutino one, and yeah. So what I've got to do now, let me just do that. So what I've got to do, right, as you well know, like budgies are not very house proud. Not like the zebra finches. You know, zebra finches, if you look in the box there, look, you can see they do a lot of housekeeping. So they clear the poo and they stick it to the walls out of the way. Budgies don't. They just leave it as a mess. Now, if you don't catch it early enough, sometimes the budgies will be standing in their own feces and then it ends up clumping up like solid, like cement around their claws. So that one has a little bit down there. That one does as well. So I'm going to check them 2 in a box. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them out, get a bowl of warm water, not hot, but really warm water. Just give them a little soak in the water, and then just like massage it, and it just crumbles off. So I'm going to catch that one because it's easy enough, it's on the floor. Then get the other one and go and get a bowl of water and do that. So if you can look, I don't know if you can see if it's going to focus or not, but you can just see little tiny, this is not too bad at all, but you can just see where it's just stuck around the claws, and it'll probably just stay like that forever. So I'm going to help it out and get its feet cleaned up. So I've got my bowl of water and I've got my bird. Now what I'm going to do basically is just, I'm probably just going to put a bit more water in that because that's quite difficult to, not too hot, no. So basically what I'm going to do is just literally dunk the bird's feet in the water. Try not to get it soaking wet, although it's quite a nice day out there, so it's not too bad. But literally just going to dunk the feet under the water, hold them under there for a few seconds or so, just to soften up like the poo that's stuck around the claws. And then once it's softened up, like I said, I can just use my fingernails and just kind of manipulate it and roll it, and it will just, eventually it will just start falling off and releasing the claws. I say this is not bad. I've actually had a lot worse in the past when they've been about the size of, like, you know, bigger than peas, and all of their claws, so they're actually struggling to fly and land. But yeah, you just got to be very gentle and patient. Sometimes it just takes a little bit longer than sometimes it takes quite a while to just soften it up, just enough to, you can see it's already breaking up. I don't know if you can see that in the water, probably not, but it's already starting to like break down in the water. So it shouldn't take long with the warm water, just to, and then I kind of like use my fingernails, just very carefully, you know, because they're very delicate birds, aren't they? And then yeah, I'm just gonna slowly but surely release each claw. Your little heart's going 10 to the dozen, mate, innit? But we've got to do this because, well, I don't think you can do it yourself, are you? I mean, it may eventually fall off, but it's just something that I've always done because, like I said, if I'm not here to catch it, you know, I'm not a breeder. I'm not constantly monitoring what's going on in the boxes. Obviously, I work away sometimes as well. So there you go. Look, there's been one big lump just fell off there. But yeah, it's breaking down nicely now. So I don't get to monitor them all the time, and you know, it's just a build up of it, and it's really need to clean the box out. I don't know why the parents don't do it. Like I said, zebra finches are very clean and tidy. They literally just clean up as they go along. But budgies just, meh, well, they don't even make a nest, do they? Just nest in the little hollow in the bottom of the box, and that'll do. There you go, another claw out. So this is going really well. So almost done with this one. I'll get him back and then go and grab his brother or sister and then get that one cleaned up. Right there, so ordeal done. Now obviously it's a little bit damp, but it'll clean itself up. But yeah, nice clean feet now. Come on buddy, you're gonna give me my bracelet's stuck in the way. But yeah, nice and clean. Like I said, this one's not learnt to fly yet, a little bit soggy, but now has very clean feet. So off you go then, wherever you want to go, or down there. Right, okay, so now I need to catch a sibling, or I could just go in the box and get one from out there, but no, I think what I'll do is I'll go up there first and get the one that's out. So I'm going to need the net for that one because it's more mobile. So I'll just get the little net. So the one that's up there somewhere, that one's been out of the box about 3 days longer than that Lutino one. So a little bit more mobile, but I don't even see it. Well, it's up there somewhere. Come on, let's go. It's actually still on the lamppost just there. Look, see it? So this will be easy or hard. Come on. So pretty easy. So I'm going to actually get it straight into the travel cage because that's obviously a lot easier. Let's get you in here, buddy. Come on in. Don't mind you when you're like this, nice and young, because, well, you're still hurt, but not that much. Come on in, get out. Come on, why are you eating the net? So if you look on this one, you can see that the feet on this one are just slightly worse than the other one. But again, a little bit of like warm water and that'll soon break up. So I'll get this one done, and then I'll get the other two done, but I won't obviously film that because there's only so many times you can see a bird having its feet cleaned. You know what I mean? It gets boring. Come on, Ben, let's go. Bit more awkward you were, weren't you? Right, okay, so actually, I mean, it's not that bad at all. So again, I'll just try and get him right on the joint of the foot. So try and keep you straight. Keep his head out. Don't want to drown the poor little guy, do I? Or girl, we don't know yet. It's too early. I'd say, looking at your sear, you're probably going to be a boy. But you never know. You get caught out, didn't you? So yeah, just give that a soak in there. Do 1 foot at a time, it's easier. I also end up drowning the bird, just be soaking wet. Don't want to do that, do we now? Okay, that's probably enough time. Probably a little bit longer. So yeah, like I said, leave a comment if you know exactly like what that is. I mean, I'm assuming it's a male black cheek zebra finch, but just without the flankings on the wing, which is a bit weird. But again, I'm not really, I could Google it, couldn't I? But I'm just being lazy, I've got other things on my mind. So yeah, if you know, let me know in the comments. Come on, dude. Right, okay. Let's get this off of here. Let's say, usually I just push my nail into it and it will just break apart like that. Look, you can see, I'll try and get this as close as I can to the camera so you can see. And then look, that literally was like a ring, it just came straight off of the toe. It must be a bit of relief for you. It's like being stuck in a pair of shoes, isn't it? That you don't like and they're uncomfortable. But so yeah, gonna get this one done. Ow, you little sod, look at that. Ow. I'm just gonna ride that out. I'm not even gonna edit this out. God, you sod. My fault. The way I was holding you, I suppose, wasn't it? What makes it even more difficult is that they decide to like just clench up their feet and you got to try and like pry it open to get to the poo. Could make it easy for me, couldn't you, mate? You know, you don't have to be so awkward, do you? It's not soaking the casserole dish. Oh, come on, help me out here. Just undo your. There we go. Right, you're done. You can go back. Come on, dude, let's go.
That was very close indeed. It really nearly flew straight back out the door. So I then proceeded to clean the other two budgies that were still in the box. Their feet weren't as bad at all, so I quickly got them all cleaned up and got the poo off, and obviously put these two back in the box because they weren't ready to fledge yet. Weren't too bad, pretty painless indeed. They weren't that bad at all. Like I said, I've seen them before with like clumps on their claws as big as like processed pig, not even like petit pois,
like big fat, marrow fat, whatever the fat one's called, big peas, and that must be quite debilitating. So partly my fault, but partly the parents' fault for not really doing any housekeeping. So I'm just gonna let them calm down, and then I'll talk about the boxes, because I want to make some boxes, but I'm gonna bore you with making a video on the boxes, because I've done that to death, and all. Put my jacket back on, it's gone a little bit chilly. Right, okay, so like I said, I am going to carry on like breeding the birds this year. Now obviously I told you that my local pet shop has closed down forever, which is no biggie, because I've kind of migrated and buying all my bird seed and straw for the rabbits and everything online on Amazon, which they don't even bother knocking the door, they just launch it at the front door and run because they're always busy. So that's fine, but obviously breeding the budgies and the finches and then selling them on, that was my main outlet. Now without them, obviously if you remember the video from last year, I turned to Pets for Homes on the internet and sold some birds through there. If you want to see that video, there's a card up there for that video. Not now though, don't watch it now, you know, just make note and go and watch it. I don't even know why I put a card in there, because it makes you click on it and you won't see this one. So yeah, but if you watch it on TV, I'm just pointing in the corner anyway. Shut up Ben. So I have quite, you know, a regular, so keep renewing my advert. I think it's like, well, it's free to advertise on there, but you can boost the advert and etc. Now, it is fine as long as you just do a little bit more vetting of people. That's all you got to do. You can't just, you have people that just, oh yeah, you know, it's a bird. Vet them a little bit more. It's a lot easier selling them to the pet shop or a breeder, because they know, you know, you don't have to worry about where the bird's going. But there is a steady little flow of pocket money that comes through the door, which obviously just goes straight on the ice cream van for the girls, because having the cash is quite handy. So yeah, but what I do need to do is make some boxes. Obviously I bin the other ones off because they're rubbish. Now if you remember when I made the videos on the bird boxes, I had a load of this like rough sawn timber, which is ideal to make budgie boxes out of. So I'm going to knock up 2 more, maybe 3 boxes, because I have 4 breeding pairs, and then hopefully I'll just have like a little steady income over the breeding and in the summer and into autumn of budgies, like I said, which can be spent on the girls. So yeah, I'm going to knock them up, but obviously I probably won't put it on video. I might do, you know, if you want me to make a video of making it with the smaller stuff and not massive overkill one like I did in there, then I'll do that. So yeah, anyway, going forward with the next video. Now, one of the most important bits of advice or tip that you get when you build an aviary is to paint your mesh, either dark green or black. So this is Hammerite rolled on black. Yeah, it was rolled on, yeah, if I remember rightly. But obviously it doesn't, you know, last forever, and there comes a point when you have to repaint it. Now, it's a bit easier to do it at the beginning when there's no birds. I don't know if you saw the video when I made this aviary, but I actually had it on the floor, on the lawn. Well, not on the lawn, but it was on a sheet of PIR insulation, and I Hammerite rolled it and then finished it off on here way before birds went in. Now they're in there, what do? Do you remove the birds to paint it? How are you going to get around that? Well, in the next video, well, I'm going to show you how I'm going to do mine anyway, because I want to repaint it, because there's certain areas that I don't like and it just needs repainting. So yeah, that'll be the next video. Now, the boxes, the Wi-Fi camera boxes I put up out the front, bit disappointing to be honest. No takers. I mean, there's been interest. I've actually got footage, which you can see, of blue tits going in and have a good scout round, even up until last week. Now, by now, I would have thought they've found somewhere to nest, so it's pretty late in the season, but they do, some do nest more than once or a bit later than others, and but they're just not showing, you know, they're not actually, they're going in and out, so that's the important thing. Like I said, right up to, I think, so we're on Sunday, I think Wednesday last week was the last time a bird went in there.
Hi, Future Ben here. So, I am doing a final edit of this video on Thursday the 17th of April, and as you can see from this footage here, taken on Wednesday the 16th of April, the blue tits are very much interested still in looking around in the boxes. You can see them tapping away on the windows and tapping away at the door to make sure it's suitable to nest. So maybe I might still get a nest.
So they're still showing interest in the boxes. The robin's box underneath the hedge, I did move it further under the hedge. Again, not a lot of interest, although I've not really looked in it. I can't, you know, I don't monitor that at all. But the ones with the cameras in, and then I get notifications and get excited. And I've had other visitors, like these bumblebees, and even wasps as well. So even earlier, literally about an hour ago, I had a notification. I was like, oh, had a look. wasp in the box. So fingers crossed, you know, it's still time to get some footage and have birds nesting, because it would be really nice. So there it is, spring 2025 aviary update. Sorry it's late, but kind of been busy and my life's changed a bit, but I'll talk about that another time. I'm not going to bore you with that. So thanks for watching. If you like the video, then go down there, give it a thumbs up, and whilst you're down there, if you're not already, subscribe to the channel, helps me out a lot. I shall see you in the next one, where hopefully I'm going to be painting my mesh with the mesh on. Goodbye.